The following video is the introduction to a series that will elaborate on the history of Lower Westchester and more specifically the town of Eastchester by examining the people who lived there. This presentation will give an overview of the primary research topics and links to other more detailed presentations. Presentation 1: Scars of Independence. The American Revolution would have failed without the intervention of France and the wariness of the British Empire from fighting in 18th century global wars. However, the Revolution was still long and bloody. Many places in the colonies suffered, like Boston, Philadelphia, and Yorktown. But nowhere suffered as long or as much as Westchester County and specifically the historical town of Eastchester. Scars of Independence will highlight how the once prosperous and content inhabitants of Westchester County became trapped in a no-man's land between British-controlled New York City and an area north of the Hudson Highlands. With no civil authority in control, British and American soldiers and militia and marauding bands of criminals often terrorized Westchester. It is believed a majority of the population left. Those who remained lived in an area misnamed the Neutral Ground, where they endured violence, suffering, and chaos. Scars of Independence uncovers the stories of Timothy Hunt, a boy who lived during this chaotic time, who recalled his life's events when he turned 80 years old. Presentation 2: A Fight for Freedom. The suppression of African Americans and their fight for freedom in North America started before the American Revolution, continued through it, and to the present day. A Fight for Freedom will look at the treatment of African Americans in Lower Westchester during the American Revolution. A Fight for Freedom will also uncover stories of Anna Ward and others who lived during the Revolution. Additionally, it is important to understand that while white men gained the rights they fought for during the American Revolution, African Americans had a long fight ahead of them. Subsequently, the Declaration of Independence meant something different to African Americans living in Westchester during the 1700s. An idea captured by Frederick Douglass's speech, "What to the slave is the 4th of July." Here's a quote. "What to the American slave is the 4th of July? I answer, a day that reveals to him, more than all other days in the year, the gross injustices and cruelty to which he is the constant victim." Presentation 3: Revolutionary Women. Women played a much larger role in the American Revolution than many realize. From taking care of the troops during the Long War to managing their family estates and farms, women took control of many important wartime roles that emerged during the Revolution. Revolutionary Women will uncover the stories of one such woman, Phoebe Fowler Ward. Revolutionary Women will also discuss how women's roles in American society were changed or failed to change during and in the immediate years after the Revolution. It is important to remember this quote by Abigail Adams. "I desire you would remember the ladies, and be more generous and favorable to them than your ancestors. Do not put such unlimited power into the hands of the husbands."